Okay, I've started. Yeah. All right. Lou's leaving. Good morning, everyone. Nice to have you back again. Let's grab the live stream. And so, another day of trading BTC. Really, not much happened yesterday. Actually, a lot happened yesterday, but we'll get into it. Let me just post up the YouTube. I wish I could like start this where it would just go. Yeah. So if you're not a subscriber already, make sure to sign up for the channel and join the announcement channel where I post these every day. So right. Okay. So there we go. Let's close that. That's the stream. There we go. That's the stream. Here we are. Here's some charts. Yesterday, I was just watching this coming down, not doing much. I tried to go long at. Actually, I did go long yesterday. I tried to go long for some stupid high leverage trade. Didn't work out, and I did that at. So I was in at like 63.90, and then I got stopped out in this, or in a little bit before. But then I also got. Here, we'll just come over here. So yesterday, I got in some stupid high leverage trade at like 30 or 390, 395. Right, got stopped out in this move at 70 because it was being dumb, and then I got back in at 33.70 right here. So let's draw some lines. 63.70. I set my stops at. Make this a little bit bigger. Take this off auto. Okay, so I was looking at this, and what I did was some stuff that just is hogging all of the. Okay. All right, so I set my stops at like 62.70, right? And I think, I mean, my target here is like 60.80. I want to see retests of the highs, right? So that's a 4-to-1 is what I'm looking at. Really, the catalyst for the move was this 2-hour chart, right? So we had this nice bottom that formed, came down and just kind of bottomed out. Also got a nice fire signal on the wave trend with crosses. You know, we can see we had another fire signal down here on the 2-hour. I find that the 2-hour is a really nice resolution for providing these. You know, we may go flat for a bit. So I think, you know, this movement right now has the possibility to just like kind of pop up, go up a little bit, and then get slammed back down, which is fine. It'll still stay above my stops, but it looks like we're actually getting towards liftoff. Maybe. I mean, that's a possibility. One thing I am looking at, and what I will keep my stops tight for, is just how this ledge keeps on going up, right? So let me zoom out to a daily. All right. Whoa, shit. Go to auto. Okay, so here's the daily, right? So in one sense, it looks like we're just compressing this move, right? Ever since the beginning of the year, right? We've been compressing huge volatility all the way down, and now we're coming down, and volatility has actually contracted a lot. So this is a good accumulation phase. Like the point the volatility at is right now would be a very nice time to start entering into BTC for the long term. So if you're planning on buying BTC and then holding for the next few years, then you're probably at a good point to do it right now. Look, that's not saying that we could go much lower, because it definitely is a possibility. But what I'm saying is that for the long term, if you're looking at like a weekly chart, it looks like we're hitting some sort of bottom here that could, by the end of next year, come up and hit 12,000, 14,000 for some decent returns. All right, let's go back down to 1 hour. All right, so yeah, that's the trade that I made yesterday on BTC. The other trade that I made was on Cardano, which was the best performer from Cardano BTC, right? Just pull up the index. ADA. Right, now I'm at 88 U18. All right, so yesterday again, this is the 1 hour. No, this is the 1 hour, but got a buy signal here at 1190, 1189 or 1180. Now I get filled at 1180. Yeah, so I took the bottom. It fired off a little bit beforehand. Why isn't this coming up? That's strange. Anyways, fired off here. We had a very big pop up to 1280, which I think is very nice. Let me reload this. Had a nice pop up to almost 1300 sats, and now we're back at 1240. So that is no shit. That's not what I need. I want trading view. Yeah, so that's where we are. I've looked at a few other things. I think Ethereum is the only other thing that we're going to take a look at today. This is still a kind of a high risk area. Okay, so thank you. Okay. Everything is just, this computer is not the best. It's just too much running. I'm going to close down Zoom too. I should probably close down Brave as well too. But it looks like, at least on the 2 hour, that we bottomed out, and that Cardano looks very nice. It's still a continuation of the move. I don't think. Oh, we did. Okay, so look, we went above the 12 hour, right? Went above the 12 hour EMA. Went slightly below it. Closed out, which is where I closed. I think I closed up here, 1250, because it was peeping down, and Bitcoin had already passed. And it looks like we're going to have a continuation pattern here on Cardano. So still in it. Yeah, XRP was the big mover, right? So we bounced off of lows of 44, which is really huge. If you're doing BTC, that would have been lows of like, wow, 60. So it came right down to the 12-hour EMA, right down to it. And it looks like we're going back up again. So that is a big trade. I should have taken that yesterday. I knew that was going to be the mover. It looks like we're having like alt season. Like XRP is back in the green. BTC back in the green. ETH almost back in the green. 214. Wow, look at that. So again, the ETH buy signal yesterday was at 209. If you had set your entry a little bit below, you could have gotten in at like 205 even. That's crazy. 206 was that area, and I drew this yesterday. I should have just kept to it. So I guess the thing to look for is, if you missed the move yesterday, what to try to do today, right, is, let's say we have a breakdown in this move here upwards. We get a retest of this 6350 area. I think that would be a great place to get in if you're planning on going long, and you having type stops as well too. So stops just under that trend line, like this, right? So if we pop, you could set your entry for like 6370, which was the bottom of that move. or the bottom of the candles for the close on the hourly or on the 2 hourly, right? And then you can set your stops right down at 6,300. So maybe too tight. I'd probably take 100 points here. Yeah. But take 100 points here and targeting the top. So we're looking for like a 7% move. Would be the case. That's at least what I'm looking for in BTC. EOS was also the big mover as well too. You know, I think there's some news coming out soon for EOS, and also just anytime you get to a round number, or close to a round number, you're always going to get a bounce, and that happened with EOS. Bounced off the 5, and we'll see where we go from here. I mean, that's continued. That's a lower low, or sorry, yeah, lower low, higher low, or higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So that's a nice continuation pattern for EOS. Let's look at it on the daily. Yeah, but on the daily, I don't know. It's hard to say. There's no confirmation yet. Like with BTC, so BTC also has this pattern where it's moving up this 12-hour, but it also seems like it's bottoming out as well too. Anyways, if you have any questions or if you want me to look at anything, let me know in the comments. I'll be taking a look at a few new projects that I've been checking out recently. So I have a few reviews coming. I think there's some decent projects coming back into the space. The token metrics are getting a little bit fixed. Let me just pull this out. I can talk a little bit more freely. So yeah, also check out the podcast, Smart ICO Investor Podcast. We just had the newest episode come on concerning Bermuda. I talked to these guys, really nice team out of Bermuda that's doing the blockchain legislation, have a very forward-focused and thinking group of individuals led by the Premier Burt, and I met them while I was in WBF, and they have come on. We had them in the interview. I did it a little bit differently in the sense that usually it's just a conversation that I'm having with someone, but in this case I was actually only had one mic, so we just sat down, passed the mic back and forth, and then I kind of edited it into a story. So check it out, let me know how you like it, and yeah, we will be back tomorrow, or I will be back. I always use we, I've noticed that. I will be back tomorrow. I thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, so let's see what's so far. Actually, I forgot to make that measured move on ADA. Also, if you're interested in getting seeing the trades that I make, come and join the channel. You can find a link for that on the webpage. There's a sign up. So this is the one I made last night at, was it a, yeah, sorry. It was at, wait, why am I in a 12-hour? Let's go to 1 hour. Right. So this was the trade yesterday. So you would have known about this. I got in at 1180. Because the strategy that I had was like, okay, I thought it was going lower, because if you just look at this chart from right over here, right, you're like, wow, that is going lower. Like I don't know if that's going lower. Let me put my bid in quite low. So it's 1195. I put my bid in for 1180, I believe, 1185, and I've written that up. So right now I'm sitting at about a 5% move at 10x leverage, so 50% increase. So yeah, I'll probably take that one off today. Probably let it run a little bit more actually on the 2 hour. Yeah, so come and join the channel. We'll see you there. We have a lot of professionals, a lot of people who are trading big sizes, and yeah, come and join us, and I will see you soon. Thanks, guys.